Alright, so here we're going to talk about the right methodology to use when you're doing a market research. It can be quantitative, qualitative. Sometimes you don't know exactly what path you should go for. Okay, here we're going to talk about the main ones that are focus group and individual interviews. Okay, oh sorry, the mouse. This is a topic that has been very much discussed about researchers, which one is better. Well, let's see which one could you go for. Let's start with focus group. Well, basically, focus group involve a group of people that are brought together to share their perceptions, feelings, opinions about the topic at hand. They normally consist about 6 to 10 people. It can be 4 to 6, and also it can be a triad with 3 or a diet just with 2. The primary benefit of this is the dynamic that people can get very creative, they can share their opinions, and they can get a very good interaction between them, and that can lend into a very good, rich discussion that you can get many benefits out of it. And also, in the other hand, you have individual interviews. These ones are one-to-one discussions between a moderator and a respondent. And the primary benefit of this is the depth of the conversation. It can get very deep, and then you can get also many information out of it. It's very good for you to understand the individual thought and motivations, how they do something, how they make decisions. And basically now you need to know which one you should go for. And then you should consider these examples. Okay, so for example, the focus group will be beneficial when you are doing an exploratory research. When you want to know about a particular topic. For example, let me think. Idea generation, also message testing. But for example, if you need more in-depth information to, for example, do decision making, or it's a very complex topic, then you should go for also individual interview. Because this will be a good opportunity to really know what your participants are thinking about something, how they make decisions. Now, you can also go for an individual interview when the topic is highly sensitive, and when it can reach confidentiality. Ooh, tough word for me. When, for example, I don't know, imagine that you want to, let me think, you want to do a group information about something related with human resources, and then you need to get the people in there, and maybe they don't want to share information about that particular subject with HR executives, for example. Then what else? Well, you should also consider telephone interviews when there are some difficulties in there. For example, imagine that you get to interview the 50, I don't know, CEOs of very important companies, but they live in different places in the world, around the world. In terms of logistics, it's a good idea to do a telephone interview, because then you will get information quicker, and then you will save a lot of money. It's true that you will miss the non-verbal communication, but if you really know how to do a good interview, then you will get many information out of it. Also, a diet. What is a diet good? Well, if you want to understand how one person's opinion influences another in a natural pair, then you should go for this. For example, natural pairs may be spouses, a parent and a child, or maybe a patient and a caregiver. That's just an example. For example, if you want to know how people make decisions on retirement planning, this could be a good idea. You should go for this with a couple and learn to understand how they will make that big decision. So why not? Also, what are a focus group good for? Well, focus group spark ideas and discussion. You can get people saying very creative things. So why not? What else? It's not a question of being right or wrong when you choose a methodology. It's more about what you consider it can be good or it can be better. So just try to make a good decision and go with your guts.